Hello to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to our new episode with Dr. Camila. And we are be talking about fear and how we can help our fluffy friends. Let's go. Hello to you and welcome back to one more episode of Fluffy Friend and Flower Essence and with my special guest, Dr. Camila. And it's so nice that we are in meeting once again, bring her to clarify so many things that we could help our fluffy friends in our days. And is in the immense pleasure to have her around here. And despite all our funny way to explain the things and her difficulty to speak English, she's have been growing more and more. And today we are going to talk about fear. As you know, in a previous episode, we had the explanation about what fluorescence is and how we can help them, and we saw about the how the and our fluffy friends is mimic the proper owner or the tutor, and we saw the emotion anger, and today she will be addressed fear. So welcome, Camila, and it's wonderful to have you today again here.
Welcome. Is very important for me talk about the animals, talk about tutors, connect human and the animals. Is other time talk about the anger. Now talk about the fear. Is very important. It's very common. Disease is relation. Is connect emotions, behavior is in animals, but is this.
Yeah, yeah. There's a we. I think that the fear is the most common that we see many times. That we have a cats in here. Anything that you do scare them. So if I open the door too quick, they boom, they jump and scare about any noise they don't recognize. There are some that I have two here. One doesn't matter. The Lorenzo accept any kind of noise and he doesn't care. He just continue to sleep. Lola is more alert and everything that you do, she is care about and run or do anything. So it's two different personalities and depend what they experience in life. Like us, now sometimes we are scared about spy, the others are scared about a snake and everything, so that is someone say, spy is nothing, and they say, oh my god, I have so depend of each one. And I think that before we need to realize that we are animals as well, and the only difference that we have a consciousness that we are. So no mean that, and what we can help them to face this fear with less, uh, minimize them, in fact. So I will give you the word for you. Let's have this lesson.
Yes. Peraí. It's important talk about the personality animals. Animals courage, the power, em português seria curioso, só.
The curiosity.
Curiosity. Other animals is very, very fear. Very, 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 very observe the house, observe other peoples, observe animals. It's very important talk about the personality is different. Animal is singular animal. Seria singularidade, tá certo, né, só?
Yes, 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 yes.
Singular animal. No is é, no, deixa eu pensar. Em English. É, é, one animal is the biography, the father and mother, the house. It's important to considerate the biography because it is start behavior, start emotion, start adaptate or no to new house, for example. It's
Mhm,
important
mhm.
talk about the personality. Personality because the influence biography, humans, other animals, uh, city, and the other things. Okay.
Okay. Mhm. Great.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Start class. Start new class. Talk about the emotion far. It's important talk about this because it's basic emotions in humans and animals. Is three types are of fears. The fear emotion, the phobia. Phobia is relational to objects, situation, other people's, and the panic. Three types of fears. It's important to talk about the causes. Pay attention the pictures. The in first pictures is one children. The I see the ride, the observe the ambience. Is very common pictures or situations in horror or suspense movies. The face change because of the situation, because of the songs, because of the other peoples, other situations in general. In other situation, is common de só reprimir o medo. Como que seria? Medo reprimido.
When you, I think that you can use when you don't want to show up your fear, you keep them to you.
Yes, yes. It's common because of the traumas, because of the bad situation, because, for example, the fight in the school, in teenager, in childhood. It's important to talk about the fear in general. Fear is different person of person. In animals is similar the situation. Is important talk about the body is change, is adaptate, is is important the expression, the expression eyes, the expression face, the expression hands is protect the body in general. In
Mhm.
peoples is very common. Deu para entender só o que eu falei?
Yes,
Ok?
yes, yeah, I understand what you say. You say that the expression in the body of someone when they are experiencing fear is very clear. When you see the eyes is scaring like at this picture, the person try to protect them, try to hold something or try to put them away from what they are seeing. like any, or can be screaming. I think so. Because if you saw somebody, like I said to you before, have a like the guy from the Harry Potter, was he fear of spiders. So the spider was that little, but he was screaming and so depend of each one react in the different way.
Yes. Yes. In the cause, is important, for example, one hug. Hug a person, hug our animals, because the comfort, because the love is very important, because the sensation is security.
Mm-hmm.
Security in the ambient, in the house, in the situation in general is the other pictures is connect animals or peoples. In my experience for vet, I observe the connection, interaction, the emotions human and the emotions animals. The dog and cat in the house is similar the tutor responsible the animal. In the case, observe the pictures to animals. The animals all observe the pictures. The eyes is different.
Uh-huh.
The expression in general. The body is squeezy. Is in cats causes ruffle hair is expression in animals is very, very normal. It's important to talk about the hide begin objects. Sofa, bed, chair is common. E the animal observe the movements, for example, noises, the fires words, the thunders, the heavy rain, other examples. The animals so reagir,
React.
react to situations. For example, heavy rain. The Nina dog fear heavy rain is normal. Search badge or objects because uh, because deixa eu pensar em inglês. 1 minute. Because the sensation security. In the case, the tutor is observe the change behavior, is prepare the house, prepare the eh, hug, for example,
Mhm.
eh, or ambiente seria ambiente mesmo só?
You can say environment
Yes,
or
yes.
the surroundings. The surrounding can be.
Yes, the surroundings because they promote security. It's very important. Very important. Observe the fear, the cause is heavy rain or fear of bad or noises, fiery words, thunder, strong peoples, change the house, travels. It's important observe the situation cause the fear in animals.
Mhm.
Observe is react, seria prevenção só.
And prevent.
Prevent the fear, prevent the situation is very
And
important.
you can prevent to happen before so if it's going to rain a lot and you know that the animal have fear of the rain, you
Yeah.
put them inside when he or she cannot hear the
Mhm.
rain. They can hear the rain, but it's not something so hard, it's more subtle. uh, is very interesting because I think that depends of the, as you say, the biography of the animal as such, because my sister adopt a dog. The name is King, and he has fear of man. So he deal okay with my sister, but he escape all the time and hide himself when he sees the husband and the son, because he can't face men. Probably because he was abused from men when he before be adopted. Probably they give that link, nah, Camila.
Yes, yes. Yes, it's very normal. The violence biography in animals is caused the fear, anger, or other situation. It's important observe the behavior to other animals, men, girls, children. Children is very common. Fear are of children because the childrens I don't como que eu falaria? Pegar, so.
They want to hold.
Yes, when they hold the animals is very common. uh, dogs and cats, no.
Uh, they do the things too quickly, not to the children, and
Yeah,
jumping,
yeah.
and they, oh my God, what it is?
Yes, yes, yes. But okay, in other situations, observe the animals. It's very common ride behind object sofa. It's important stop interactive, stop contact. Is silence, is security local, escolhido, só
Choose
choose
can
mesmo, exato.
choose a place
Choose,
that is more secure for him, for
yeah,
the dog.
security dogs and cats is important. Stop silence, the house security to animals. For example, the heavy rain. Heavy rain, so 3 hours. 3 hours, the animal in silence. The calm, the comfortable is during the rain in general. Is
Mhm,
tutor and responsibility in general. Men, children, the family in general, is
mhm,
prepare the ambient security to
mhm,
animals
mhm.
because this is important. The study the cause, the fear,
Okay.
the cause in general is dog is very common. The cats in balance
Comparing. Uh-huh.
comparison. Dogs is very fear. The cats observe. The cats sai correndo, só, como que seria?
They run away.
They run away. The cats is why they begin, object, sofa. The animal some seria em português. No cat,
They disappear. No, they
yes,
disappear totally.
disappear in the house because is the behind
Behavior.
behavior protect
Mhm,
behavior uh, change the no como que eu ia falar? Não express fear. The cat, no time. The room a lot. The range behind object, sofa, bed, because I don't noises, I don't stanger people's is cats is behavior different
I think
because
that cat is more scared. They're more
yeah,
scared and everything. You can't, as I mentioned to you before, you can't move it that the cat one can sleep. It doesn't matter here. Okay, that's fine. And another one can do crazy stuff and they say, "What are you doing?" You know, it's something that you do every day. For example, when I hoover, I was cleaning the house and I hoover the every week I do the same thing. One cat run like a crazy one, and another one is still sleeping when I hoover the house. So it's depend on what they look at you and say, here's her once again, you know, and another one, who are you? Seems that they have a short memory. I was
yeah,
thinking about this. I like to ask you if the cat has short memory. Seems that
yeah.
they'll remember what happened.
The cats, the personality very, very, fo- uh, very, very power because they observe the humans, is observe the house, observe the noises in general e reage so
And react.
react to different forms
Okay.
depende to the biography. In
Yeah, okay.
general, the cats observe the situation e connect or no. Oh,
Mhm.
em português seria ficava no canto dele.
Yeah,
Não
you
conecta.
there is one that is like this, fica no canto dele. He stay in his place and
Yeah,
don't care. I don't
é
care
snob,
what's going on. And the
snob.
another ones,
Yes, the cats is very, very funny animals. But it is important respect the fear, respect the ambient, respect to house. Cat's house is common right begin objects. It's common the cats protect security in the, for example, hide begin sofa.
mhm.
Or em português ele ficaria até debaixo do cobertor, por exemplo. So,
They can be under the blanket. Yeah.
yes, it's common for cats. It's respect to behavior animal. The the connect human and animals is very similar behavior because one dog fear, one person fear. Is
Mhm.
observe the family in general, is respect in and the interagir. So
Interacting or interaction.
interacting to family in general is important the security house to animals or person to fear. Is important to talk about the flowers, the Saint Germain flowers indicate to situation in general. In the, for example, Chinese medicine, the fear
Chinese
Chinese
medicine.
medicine, the fear é connected to kidney, que seria os rins, tá certo? So,
Yes, yes, yes. Kidney.
kidneys. The disease in general is the principal cause is the fear. In the Saint Germain flower, to three flowers specific types fear. Uh, remember the emotion fear, phobia, panic.
Mhm.
Phobia is common in animals, for example, fear of bat, heavy rain. In peoples, is common phobia to birds, for example, phobia to cats. Is common the phobia relational to children time, for example. In
Mhm.
animals is common phobia to thunder, for example. Então,
Mhm.
phobia and panic. Three flowers tract this. The first flower is focum. Focum is, in my opinion, now fear. Or my cat fear to stronger people.
Mhm.
The administrate focum. Focum the essence to now fear. In other example, other flower is goiaba. Goiaba is, in my opinion, in my work, is indicate general or concrete fear. Is em português seria o coringa, como que eu falaria isso em
Joker.
Joker
Joker.
flower. Joker
Exactly.
flower is goiaba. Goiaba is emotion, fear, phobia, panic. Other specific flower is panicum. Panicum is one flower, panic, trauma. I stop movements. The animals stop. The cats ruffle her, for example. The ride ice. The no control pee and vomit is normal in panic. Is
Mhm.
similar panic in human, but
Yeah.
panicum is the essence for this. Other possibility in flowers, in Saint Germain flowers, is the formula. Panicum formula in Inglaterra, the name is
In England, they export with the name Serenity and Balance.
okay. Serenity and balance is the England. In Brazil, formula panicum is one three, não sei quantas flores, mas um buquê só.
It's a bouquet of
Um buquê
with
menor.
a different flower essence
Okay,
combined.
one bouquet, different flowers about the fear in general.
Generally.
In the specific formula, the recommended 2 drops one time today, or 2 drops in my experience to or in or. Então seria 2 gotas em cada hora só, não sei se eu falei certo.
2 drops every hour.
Yes, everywhere because it depends to the cause, the fears, depends to the express face, express behavior animals. It's important to investigate the cause. Investigate the cause is resolve the situation.
Mhm.
To use the therapy flower, to prepare the house em other causes is como que eu falaria colocar algodão no ouvido?
Another way could be to put some cotton
Yes,
wood in the ears.
yes, because it is important the tutor and family, they observe the animals. A hug is very important because it is important the sensation, security, the sensation, love, because the fear in increase, que seria muito, né, só.
Mhm,
Fear
mhm.
increase in my study is cause the disease kidney. It's important
Mhm.
to talk about this. It's important prevent.
Prevent that happen again because the stress in
Yeah,
that kind of
yes,
emotion can take the animal to have a kidney disease, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Re,
Uh,
uh, re- review situation.
okay.
Heavy rain, fear of bat is very common in cats. Cats don't uh, don't bat in general too. Noises, fireworks, thunder, stronger people is causes to fear, to
Mhm.
emotion or to change behavior. Is
I
pay
agree.
attention the situation, start the observe the change behavior. Is the therapy flower is very important, very good. The three flowers, Falcon, Goiaba, Panicum and Fórmula. Em português seria a fórmula do pânico. Em English, balance qualquer.
Serenity and balance.
Yes, is very very good. In my experience, the human tutor animals use the therapy flower in humans. In my study, so relational to sensation insecurity, que seria insegurança.
Sim, sim, yes.
Insecurity in relation work, for example, parents
Mhm.
express the opinion. Is important to tutor and animals use the therapy flower. Is
Yeah.
this?
And it's not just the animal you take, it's both, yeah, that they were going to take, because in the end, I think that the tutors or the family that have that animal that experience fear, somehow they are experience a degree of fear, and and then they start to mimic or the same fear or maybe other kind of fear, and this you needed to treat the whole family as you mentioned before there with the flower essence and try to avoid the situation again. And if the situation comes, you can do it like a try, because I think it's related to the nervous system. You know, when you hug, you went because we are mammals, and they all cats, dogs, and everything they are they are mammals too. We regulate our nervous system through to see somebody that cares about us. So we receiving hugs or comfort in a way that they can feel more safe. And this is just a episode, and we'll go away, and they're fine, you know.
Yes. In my study, human study, is common the sensation is insecurity because the biography is very, very sad, very violence.
Mhm.
Ch- é, acho que seria children violence mesmo, né? Violência infantil.
Yeah.
For example, the mother is narcissist. For example, the human
Narcissist.
narcissist,
Narcissist.
yes, narcissist is the talk, rude talk, seria falar grosso, seria.
They talk rude. They are rude. In the way that they are talking, they are rude. You know.
Yes, result is the song, insecurity song
Mhm,
is important. The animals observe the tutor.
mhm.
Você falou mímicos, né, so
Mimic
mimic
the.
the behavior
Mhm,
in the study to therapy flower is important. Tratamento tutor and animals. Animal fear, tutor insecurity is my
mhm.
theory. eh, is important action to situation in general.
To prevent the situation. Mhm.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh,
This is
wonderful, wonderful. Well, we learned a lot today. I think that was a very good episode today about fear. And if anyone that is watching us, they would like to leave your comment or your question. Will be very nice to uh, reply to you. And I would like to thank Camila once again, Dr. Camila, to come. Uh, another for that is another episode. Of course, we will see her next month for another one. And following us and keep the notify or subscribe our channel for next episode. Thank you very much, Camila, and I hope
Thank
to
you.
see you soon.
See you. Bye.
Bye.